Hey everybody, welcome back to our offseason preview series, breaking down all of my predictions ahead of the offseason and free agency. And we're in the NFC West. We had the Seattle Seahawks up today. The Seahawks are an interesting team. They don't necessarily have a ton of free agents this offseason. Some key names include Ernest Jones, Jaron Reed, two of those guys that were impactful players on the defensive side of the ball for them. Tyler Lockett's another player. Hasn't been the same player. I think he's probably gone this free agency. But the interesting part about the Seahawks, guys, they're negative $6 million in cap space. I know, right? This team seems like they have a lot of needs on both sides of the ball, especially on the offensive line and the defensive front, to where they should have some cap space to make some moves. Geno Smith hasn't necessarily been the type of quarterback that has a massive contract either, and that is why they are shopping around DK Metcalf. This team needs cap space, and I truly think moving on from DK Metcalf might be the best move for them, opening things up. They still have JSN at wide receiver, and they could probably garner at least a second round pick for DK Metcalf in a trade. Now, as far as re-signs go, I think Ernest Jones is the biggest re-sign. He was an absolute monster for the Seahawks at linebacker, and they need him back badly if they want to keep competing on the defensive side with Mike McDonald at head coach. As far as to solve some of their defensive problems at nose tackle, I have Tershawn Wharton from Kansas City coming over, being a good run stopper for this team in Seattle who desperately needs one there. I do think Baron Browning's another guy to look at to provide some edge help, and potentially he goes back to how he played for the Broncos. And then as far as the draft goes, I really do think Seattle is going to be in at a quarterback. It could be Jackson Dart, but I have them getting Jalen Milroe in the second round, and then going Donovan Jackson, a versatile offensive lineman, probably going to fit in the interior in Seattle in the first round. What do you guys think? Is this the year Seattle moves off of Geno and potentially looks at a quarterback in the offseason? And will DK Metcalf be a Seahawk in 2025?